You're about to witness something truly heart-melting, because this isn't just a story about animals. It's about friendship in its purest form. You see, true friendship knows no species. When trust replaces fear, even the wildest hearts can become the kindest companions. In today's video, we're diving into unbelievable moments where wild animals formed beautiful bonds with humans. From playful lions to gentle elephants, these stories will make you smile, gasp, and maybe even tear up. This is Vexon Creed, and you're watching Beyond the Senses, where reality fades and truth begins. Hidden in the suitcase. Something strange was waiting inside their suitcase. A couple from Texas was heading to the airport, getting ready to check their bags, when one suitcase felt a little too heavy. At first, they thought it was just overpacked. But when they opened it, they were shocked. Inside, curled up in a boot, was their tiny chihuahua named Iki. She had somehow snuck in while they were packing and stayed completely quiet. Here's where it gets even weirder. The couple said they had no idea she was missing. Luckily, an airport worker offered to take care of Iki for the week. But hold on, if they didn't notice their dog was gone, what did they think was in the bag? They claim someone was watching their home, but how do you not say goodbye to your pet? Something about this story just feels off. Goat on my back. This little goat had zero chill. While most goats love climbing trees and rocks in the wild, one cheeky goat named Gizmo chose something very different. His owner was trying to fix a fence, but Gizmo saw the perfect climbing spot: his owner's back. Without hesitation, he jumped up and proudly stood there like a mountain king. Now here's the fun part. No matter how much the owner tried to shake him off, Gizmo stayed firm. Goats naturally love high places, but this one took it to a new level. It wasn't just about climbing anymore. It was about having fun wherever he could. Gizmo showed us one thing for sure. Animals don't care where they are. They'll turn anything into their personal playground. Skater versus dog guard. This might sound funny, but one little dog acted like a full-time security guard. Scrappy Doo wasn't just your regular friendly pup. He had a serious job to do. When a few skateboarders rolled into his street, Scrappy jumped into action. Barking loudly, he blocked their way like a brave little warrior, warning them that this road wasn't theirs to ride on. Nobody got hurt, but Scrappy made one thing very clear: his neighborhood, his rules. It's crazy how even the cutest dogs can turn into tough protectors when someone steps into their space. This playful moment reminds us how loyal and brave dogs can be, even with wheels rolling their way. Tiny tug-of-war champion. This might surprise you, but hedgehogs can actually play tug-of-war, and they're pretty good at it. With their tiny paws and strong little grip, these spiky cuties can hold on tight to ropes or cloth like real champs. Even though they're small, they don't give up easily and put up a serious fight that's both funny and adorable to watch. What makes it even better is their unstoppable spirit. They may not look like tough players, but once they lock on, they're not letting go without a good battle. It's not just dogs who love this game. Hedgehogs bring their own style of fun, showing that even the smallest ones can be full of energy and determination. The gentle side of a giant bear. This huge bear acts more like a playful puppy than a wild animal. At the Orphaned Wildlife Center, a bear expert named Jim Kulik takes care of orphaned bears, and one of them, Rocky, has formed a special bond with him. Even though Rocky is massive, he loves to wrestle with Jim in a gentle and careful way. It's almost like Rocky knows how fragile humans are, and he doesn't want to hurt his friend. But even friendly bears have wild instincts buried deep inside. These soft moments are heartwarming, but Jim always knows the risks. A sudden move or loud sound could trigger the wild nature in any bear, especially those not raised by people. It's a powerful reminder that no matter how calm they seem, these gentle giants still come from the wild. Elephant's funny surprise on live TV. Just when everything was supposed to be serious, something funny happened on live TV. In 2022, a reporter named Alvin Ka was talking about how elephants are in danger because of the environment. But while he was reporting, a curious elephant decided it didn't want to be left out. It walked up to Alvin and gently pushed him with its trunk, almost like it was saying, "Hey, what's going on here?" The reporter couldn't help but laugh, and the moment quickly became unforgettable. This small interruption showed how playful and loving elephants can be. They're not just smart, they also show emotions just like us. But even though this elephant was gentle, people should always be careful around wild elephants. In certain situations, like during mating season or when they feel unsafe, their behavior can change quickly. Elephant flips tuktuk for snacks. This elephant was not just hungry, he was hangry. In Sri Lanka, a wild elephant spotted a parked tuk-tuk with no one around. But instead of walking past it, he used his trunk like a thief's hand and started searching for food inside. He sniffed, pulled, and tossed things around like it was his own lunchbox. But the chaos didn't stop there. After digging through the tuk-tuk, the elephant flipped the whole thing over like it was a toy. Luckily, no one was inside, but the damage was pretty bad. It's a wild and funny reminder. When elephants are looking for food, nothing is safe. So, if you're ever near one in the wild, just stay back and let the big guy eat in peace. Giraffes carrot surprise. Ever tried feeding a giraffe face-to-face? At Safari Park, Casawary in Thailand, you can do just that. These gentle giants walk right up to you, and you get to feed them with your own hands. It's a fun and cute experience, especially seeing their long necks bend down for a carrot. But when one giraffe leaned in like it wanted to share a carrot with me, that's where I backed off. It felt like a scene from a romantic movie, but with a giraffe. Their height and big eyes are charming, but sharing food mouth to mouth? That's a bit too close for comfort. Still, it's an unforgettable way to meet one of the most graceful animals on Earth. If you love wildlife, this park is a must visit. Trained turkeys that gobble on command. Something truly strange happens when loud noises hit the air near a flock of turkeys. They all start gobbling at once, like a sudden chorus of bird alarms. This isn't just random noise, it's called shock gobbling. And it happens when turkeys hear something loud that feels like danger. What's crazier is that someone actually trained a whole group of turkeys to gobble on command using this very trick. But don't get too excited to try this out, especially before Thanksgiving. These birds are jumpy and get stressed super fast. Too much noise and they might panic, which isn't fun for anyone. But still, watching this happen is wild. It shows how even simple animals are deeply in tune with the world around them. The cat who fooled everyone. This story starts with a scene straight out of a movie. A woman named Leslie Southam found her beloved cat Loie lying motionless in the middle of the street. Her heart sank. Loie looked completely lifeless. But here's the twist. Lo was just acting. Yes, this clever cat had fooled everyone by pretending to be dead. The performance was so real that Leslie had to hang posters in the neighborhood just to tell people that Loie was actually fine. And get this, Loie didn't do this once, she pulled the same stunt many times, leaving strangers shocked and Leslie scrambling to explain the strange behavior. But the cat drama didn't stop there. In Mexico, another clever kitty named Pixie was living a double life. One day, Pixie came home with a brand new collar. And his owner, Leslie, a different one from the first story, got suspicious. She wrote a note and tied it to his collar saying, "My name is Pixie and I think I have 2 homes." The next day, Pixie came back with a reply. Here, he's called Huarachi. That's right. Pixie had 2 families, 2 names, and double the food and love. These cats weren't just cute, they were master tricksters using their natural instincts to outsmart humans without saying a word. Tiger's hunting instinct caught at the zoo. This moment will send shivers down your spine. At a zoo in Ireland, a peaceful day took a wild turn when a tiger suddenly showed its real instincts. A visitor stood with his back turned, and the tiger locked in, quiet, focused, and ready to pounce. Of course, shatterproof glass stood between them, but the tiger moved like it was stalking prey in the jungle. It wasn't just a curious look, it was pure hunting behavior, the kind tigers use in the wild to catch animals off guard. You could feel the power behind that glass. Tigers are ambush hunters using surprise to strike fast and end things quickly. This one might have just been playing, but its body language said something else. It was serious, sharp, and scary. Moments like these remind us that even in captivity, these big cats never lose their wild side. They're beautiful to watch, but their instincts are deadly, and without that safety glass, this story could have ended very differently. Tasha's funny hide-and-seek fail. Tasha loves playing hide-and-seek, but here's the funny part. She doesn't actually know how to hide. Every time her owner shouts, "Tasha, where are you?" she just sits in plain sight with a big happy face, thinking she's doing great. She's full of excitement, but has no clue how the game really works. It's more like her owner plays seek while Tasha just enjoys the attention. But wait, she's not the only silly one around. There's this other dog who didn't even try to hide. He just jumped into a trash can because he liked how it looked on his head. That trash can became his favorite new hat, and he wore it like a champ. Dogs sure know how to make us laugh, even when they have no idea what they're doing. Horse got stuck in a trash can. This horse had a very guilty face. Chrome was left alone for just a few minutes, but when his owner came back, she found something both funny and surprising. Chrome had managed to stick his whole head into a trash can and got stuck. His face said everything, a mix of pride, like he found treasure, and shame, like he knew he messed up big time. Even big animals like horses can get into silly trouble. Chrome had no idea that his small curiosity would turn into such a mess. But it's moments like these that show how animals can be just like us. Funny, clumsy, and full of surprises. This one ended in laughs, but not every animal story ends so harmlessly. Drunk dog Jack's big mistake. It started like any normal day, but what Jack the dog did next had his owner totally shocked. While she was out, Jack found a bottle of Bailey's Irish Cream and somehow managed to open it himself. And guess what? He drank the whole thing. When his owner came back, all she saw was an empty bottle and one very guilty-looking dog lying on the floor like he partied all night. But the real surprise came the next morning. Jack wasn't his usual happy self. He looked dizzy, tired, and a bit sick. Yep, the poor dog had a hangover. His owner rushed him to the vet, worried something serious had happened. Thankfully, Jack was fine, just a little too drunk for his own good. Turns out even dogs can make silly choices when left alone during the holidays. Clever dog tricks his owners. This dog had a secret plan, and it actually worked. Sullivan, a smart little pup, started fake coughing every day. His owners got really worried and rushed him to the vet, but guess what? The vet said he was completely healthy. There was nothing wrong with him at all. But then came the surprise twist. Sullivan had figured out that whenever he coughed, his owners would skip work and stay home with him. More cuddles, more treats, more love. That's all he really wanted. This sneaky pup knew exactly how to play the game. It just shows how far pets will go to get a little extra attention. Dogs crash workout time. They thought it was playtime. A man just wanted to finish his workout, but his dogs had a different idea. Every time he tried to do push-ups, his dogs jumped in, circling around him like it was a fun game. The poor guy was focused, but his pups? Totally confused. They didn't see exercise. They saw their human doing something weird and wanted to join in. They couldn't resist joining the fun. For the dogs, it wasn't a workout, it was bonding time. Being pack animals, anything their human does becomes part of the group activity, so naturally, they had to be part of it too. That's why sometimes it's better to give your dogs a toy or send them on a walk before your workout. Unless, of course, you're okay with a few furry interruptions. Whale's splashy prank. Just when the tourist thought it was a calm boat ride, something wild happened. A giant humpback whale suddenly leaped out of the water and did a huge cannonball right next to their boat. The splash was massive, soaking everyone on board. It didn't feel like an accident. It felt like the whale was actually having fun, almost like it knew what it was doing. And that makes the story even more surprising. Whales aren't just big, they're super smart too. Scientists say they have special brain cells called spindle neurons, which are usually found in humans and great apes. These help with solving problems and social behavior, but sometimes that intelligence shows up in playful ways. Like this whale's prank, it's almost like the whale wanted to share a laugh, and it sure left everyone on the boat with a story they'll never forget. Belugas splash attack. This beluga had jokes. At the Hiopola Ocean Park in China, a small child leaned close to the glass, excited to see the big white whale, but instead of a calm encounter, the beluga suddenly blasted a huge splash of water right at the kid. It wasn't by accident. It felt like the whale knew exactly what it was doing, giving the child a full-on watery surprise. And this wasn't your average bubble-blowing moment. This whale looked like it was having the time of its life, almost like it planned the whole thing for laughs. Some visitors said it seemed like the beluga had a playful grudge or just wanted to stir up some fun. One thing's for sure, these sea creatures aren't just smart, they've got serious personality too. Marcus the rebellious fish. This fish had attitude, and his name was Marcus Brutus. While most people think fish are quiet and boring, Marcus was anything but. One day, his owner leaned in to pet him gently, expecting a sweet reaction. But Marcus had other plans. With one big splash, he soaked her face like a tiny underwater warrior, saying, "Back off!" It wasn't just a splash, it felt like a message. The woman stood there, shocked and dripping, as Marcus calmly swam away. Like nothing happened, it was clear he didn't want any cuddles. Most fish might just swim away, but Marcus made sure to leave an impression. That tiny act showed everyone watching that even a small fish can have a big personality when his space gets crossed. Ice cream stolen by a bird. She was just enjoying a peaceful day at the beach, holding her favorite ice cream, when suddenly, whoosh, out of nowhere, a sneaky seagull flew down and snatched it right out of her hand. She didn't even notice what happened, until someone nearby pointed at the bold thief flying away with her treat. It was like a perfect hit and run by a bird. But here's the wild part. This isn't rare. These beach birds are smart and fearless. People have even said that seagulls have taken off with bigger things, like small dogs. So next time you're relaxing by the sea, keep an eye out. Because these clever birds aren't just funny, they're skilled little robbers who take what they want, no matter what it is. Pizza thief seagull. This story starts with a scene so funny it feels unreal. A seagull suddenly swoops down and grabs an entire pizza right off a table while someone was eating outside. The whole moment was caught on camera and spread like wildfire on the internet. People laughed, shared it, and wondered, did that really just happen? But here's the twist. This clever video was actually made by Robert Tolpe, a skilled video editor who creates funny fake videos. Even though the pizza theft was staged, it still felt real because seagulls are known for snatching food. In fact, there are real stories where they've stolen fries, burgers, even ice creams. So the video might be fake, but the warning is real. Never trust a hungry seagull. Casawary crashes family picnic. This peaceful family picnic in Australia turned wild in seconds when a giant bird suddenly showed up. It was a cassowary, a huge flightless bird with colorful feathers and a serious attitude. The family was just enjoying their food when the bird walked right in like it owned the place. It didn't look scared or shy, it simply didn't care and made sure everyone knew it was there. Cassowaries may look beautiful, but they're no joke. They have sharp claws and can be dangerous if they feel threatened. Luckily, this family stayed calm and didn't panic. The bird didn't attack, but its bold visit was enough to shake things up. It's a crazy reminder that some wild animals aren't afraid to crash your party if they think there's food involved. The rude parrot on the roof. He shocked everyone with just 2 words. In 2018, a parrot named Jessie got stuck on a rooftop and stayed there for 3 full days. When the firefighters came to rescue her, they expected a scared bird. But Jessie had other plans. She looked at them and loudly shouted, "F off!" That's right, this sassy parrot wasn't scared. She had picked up some bad language from her owner and wasn't afraid to use it. But what happened next melted everyone's heart. After hearing Jessie curse, one of the firefighters gently said, "I love you." At first, she didn't reply, but a few moments later, Jessie softly repeated, "I love you." Just like that, the rescue turned sweet. This cheeky parrot went from rude to romantic, showing that even the funniest animals can surprise us with a little love. Curious bird in the lips mystery. This little bird had a weird obsession. Kana, the starling, wasn't like other birds. She was super curious, especially about her owner's lips. Every time her owner got close, Kana would gently peck at their lips, like she was trying to understand what those strange wiggly things were. It wasn't love, and it wasn't a kiss. It was just pure bird curiosity in action. Animals see the world so differently. To Kana, human features are just strange puzzles to solve. While we think it's cute or even loving, she was really just exploring in her own weird way. This simple behavior showed how animals sometimes try to understand us, with tiny funny actions that seem affectionate but are really just their way of learning. Orangutan tries on sunglasses like a pro. Something hilarious happened at the Toman Safari Chisarua when a tourist accidentally dropped her sunglasses into the orangutan area. Everyone thought the glasses were lost, but one adult orangutan had other plans. It calmly picked them up, studied them like a human, and then put them on its face. Perfectly! It even started posing like a celebrity while a curious baby orangutan tried to join in, but Mama gently pushed it away like not your turn. This funny moment showed just how smart orangutans really are. They're great at copying what they see, and this one clearly learned a lot just by watching people. The way it handled the glasses was both clever and super funny. Orangutans are actually the second most intelligent species after humans. Makes you wonder, how much do animals really understand about us? What we saw today proves one powerful truth, that kindness speaks louder than fear, and even wild hearts can feel safe when treated with love. These unexpected friendships remind us that animals, no matter how wild, understand care, trust, and connection. If this video touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more beautiful stories like this. And tell us in the comments which animal-human moment amazed you the most. Until next time, stay kind because friendship has no limits.